Good evening. This is Dr.Nanteza. Today we are going to talk about something interesting: newborn health. Newborn health, neonatal health. Who is a newborn? A newborn is someone or babies that are below 4 weeks. That is 1 month of life, the first 1 month of life. We are going to talk about their health. But these children, all these babies, they face greater risks of death or in the first 1 month of life. Most of the causes of these deaths are because of congenital or genetical conditions, and of course because of infections. Yes, when a baby is born, or before a baby is born, they're living in a sterile environment. Amniotic fluid is very sterile. It has no issues, it has no infections, it's well kept. When a baby comes out, he's coming out in a world full of microbials, microorganisms. So these babies are prone to getting infected. And these infections, they end up taking their lives. Reason being, their immune systems are still weak. And they are naive. They have not been exposed to these microorganisms to fight them. So their immunological memories are very low. So what are the signs that your baby is infected? What are the signs to look out for? Because a lot of parents are out there and they're coming in late when they do not know what to do. Sometimes they didn't even know what was going on. So what are the signs that will tell you that you require help? Your baby is not fine. These babies, we need to help them. We need to speak for them because they do not have voices. As a mother, as a father, you have a responsibility to look out, to understand your baby's language because they are at a very great risk of death. Yeah, number one sign, if your baby is not feeding well, if there are changes in their feeding habits, yes, the baby has been breastfeeding well, they've been breastfeeding like 8 times a day, and then they're here, you try to breastfeed them, they are not sucking well, they are not pulling on the breast, or when they are pulling on the breast, they are sleeping off. Watch out. That is a very, very great sign. Look for help. Number 2, when your baby starts heating up, when they keep getting fevers, why would someone get a fever? So when your baby gets a fever, do not wait for them to tell you, or do not wait for them to reach to very extreme ages or stages. Number 1, try to expose the baby. Sometimes we've overcovered them. If you expose the baby and the fever is still going on, please seek for help. Number 2, if your baby's activity reduces, yes, these babies are active. You will notice they're kicking, they're pulling on things, they're turning their hands, they're ever grabbing on something, and then you notice your baby is sleeping throughout the day. Watch out. Please look for help. Do not think, oh, my baby is a calm baby. They love sleeping a lot. Yes, babies love sleeping a lot, but if you notice the activity is decreasing, they're sleeping, they're not trying to pick on anything, it may be a sign that your baby is fighting some ongoing infection or something underlying. Please seek for help. Yes, if your baby starts having difficulty in breathing, by this I mean sometimes the rate has increased by which they are breathing, or they are using different muscles you do not understand. You notice they're really having a difficulty. Seek for help. We've gotten a lot of mothers coming in and their babies are at their worst. And when you ask them, what happened? They will tell you, they told me it happens. That's how babies breathe. No, that's not how babies breathe. If you notice your baby is having difficulty in breathing, please come. Look out for help. Then also we have vomiting. Sometimes these babies vomit and mothers will think they're regurgitating or they're belching. If you notice your baby is bringing back all the feeds you're giving, please look for help. Yes, then also another sign that your baby may be having an infection is yellowing of the skin, of the eyes. We call it jaundice. You notice your baby is having yellow discoloration. Yes, sometimes it can be normal. Some of us have been told to put them under the sun. But that decision can only be made when tests are done and it's confirmed the baby is fine and normal. Do not make a decision from home. You do not have the test machines to rule out or to know that this is normal yellowing or not. Okay? Yes, and also irritability. If your baby has been a calm baby and they are crying the whole night, do not think, I do not know what they want. You know what they want. They are not fine. They're communicating to you. That's why they're irritable. Yes, as parents, it's our responsibility to seek for help. These are some of the signs that you can see. However, as a parent, you're the first doctor. Look out for any other signs that you're not comfortable with. Do not sit at home and wait for the child wait for it to be late to come running for help. Yes. So now that we've talked about the signs of infection or the signs of something is wrong with the baby, let's talk about how to care for the baby, how to care, essential newborn care. Number one, these babies are very small, so they have a very big surface area, meaning they are losing a lot of heat. Their metabolic rates are high. That means they will lose heat at a faster rate, and they will gain it at a faster rate. So make sure your babies, their temperatures are regulated. These babies are human. Some mothers come in and they have covered the baby almost in pillows and blankets and what. They are humans. When it is hot, make sure they have minimal clothing on them. When it is cold, cover them enough. They can easily lose heat. Make sure they are well covered. Make sure they have enough heat on them. They have the good temperature. And skin to skin is also very important. If you're a mother, yes, why not? Do it. Let your baby get heat from you, skin to skin. That is very important. They must be thermal protected all the time. Their temperatures must be well regulated and monitored, because hypothermia can kill a baby. Number two, we must ensure good cord care. Very good cord care, and also very good health and good hygiene. Some of us, I'm not against the local remedies and all that, but then the herbs we use, you notice a herb has been used for over 2 weeks. And where are you keeping it? And how are you using it? And where did you get it from? We get a lot of babies and they're infected. They're having skin infections. They're having cord infections because of the things they put around the cord. I do not know how we get the information. Some people come in and they were putting maybe cow dung on the cord and all that. Please, mothers, let's watch out. Parents, let's watch out. Let's have very good cord hygiene. This is a baby. This is a human being. Would you shower cow dung? Of course no. Why are you putting it on a baby's cord? So what you would not put on your body, please do not put on the baby. Do not put things that would contradict your thinking, your human ways of thinking. So let's ensure very good cord hygiene. Some people do not bother to touch it because they are very scared. Yes, get very warm, clean, salty water. Wash around the cord. Do not fear it. Even the skin, wash the skin. You do not need medicated soaps. Wash the baby, bathe the baby. And also your hygiene is important. Make sure your hands are washed whenever or before you touch the baby. I told you, this baby was in a very aseptic environment and they are coming to face all the microbes in the world. So make sure your hands are clean. Make sure you change pampers. If you do not change pampers, actually we get neonates, babies, very young, and they're having UTIs. And the mother is asking you, how come? Is it even possible? Yes, it's possible. You do not change the pampers. The child stays in a pamper for 12 hours. What do you expect? So make sure the pampers are changed, your hands are clean, the cord is clean, the baby has showered. You do not need medicated soaps to do that. Then also we have to go for immunization, the routine immunization. Yes, I understand there are times you do not, or you're not able to deliver from the hospital and you're walking on the road, the baby comes out, you went to visit your grandma somewhere and time for delivery comes. Yes, it can happen. When it happens, get time, immediate as possible. Go and look for health care. Let the baby get immunized. Yes, that's it. It's very important to look out for the babies. These are people who do not talk, so we need to be their voices. And the immediate doctor for a neonate or a newborn is you, the parent. So they deserve a better life, and it's in our hands to give it to them. Thank you so much.